To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson now to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Cook trying this one up the gut. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it's 3rd down now.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Jukes out a one-stop, and it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Achane again. Escapes a defender. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
They're now set for 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Trying to run it in, A-Chan. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Gets it again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, I mean great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw for Allen. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Brad Robbins on again for another punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Offense to the line for second down. Tua now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Lofts it deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Brandon Condrington to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
1st down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He'll pass it this time. Here's a screen for Cook. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They send a man in motion. Allen on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes out of bounds as we've got a penalty flag in the backfield, Brock. This could be roughing the passer. Nearly a big play by the safety, and I guess you could still say it was, but it benefits the offense as he gets called for roughing the passer. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Throwing here, Allen. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Allen on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now run by Cook. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Bills lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a James Cook touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Eskridge to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody read lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. And it cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. And that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's involved.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He finds Kincaid. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Allen now on first down. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw now, Allen. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Cook can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Davis up the middle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Backed up just a bit. Here's another second and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Backed up all the way to the 17 now for third and goal. Allen setting up to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Bass's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. A-chain on the inside give. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Waller. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa now. Here's a screen for A-chain. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. This is Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, But this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll run it with Cook. Jukes one defender. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jack Jones making that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Allen looking to throw. This is brought in by Coleman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Slot receiver headed left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Allen. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. With some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. Washington now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. On again, it's Gordon. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. He works it down to the 37. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. It's the Dolphins looking at 3rd and 4. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Needing 9 now on this 3rd down, thanks to that false start penalty. 2 now from the gun. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. To return, here's Brandon Codrington. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. First time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. Again, Allen to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. Somewhat surprising interception there, Brock. You don't see nearly as many of those on shorter, safer throws like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Coordinators and coaches offensively look for layups, Kate. You like basketball, right? They look for layups, easy, gimmies. And in the short field, that usually is the case, but not against a defense like this, and not a defense that has the awareness of what they're trying to do.
The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds his back, H-Chan. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Tua out of the pistol. This is complete to Waller. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Free play here, let's see what he does. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked offsides, and we've got a flag. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for second and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Man in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Final throw before the break. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Tua setting up to throw. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Tagovailoa from his end zone. Gets this one to Waller. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Here's a screen for Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Juke the defender. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's running for it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Brad Robbins will kick it away. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's a chain up the middle. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
I know the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now. Tagovailoa. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Now 2 at a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Punt taken near midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sending the tight end in motion left. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Allen out of the pistol. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Go get him.
Back to throw now, Allen. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Miami offense headed out there now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Here's A-Chan. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down. Tua now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Their punter making his way out now. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Allen setting up play action. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
Allen on 3rd and short. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Punting unit out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Allen. Short pass brought in. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shakir sent in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
They'll bring out the punter here, and he'll try to hit this one well. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. A run now with H.A. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's a bootleg for him. That one's cut along the left sideline. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, here's Tua. Throwing the out route complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a gift to A-Chain. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Second down carry for A-Chan. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Here's a give inside to right. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this kick is going to come from inside his own 40. The Bills set to take over offensively. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. He takes it himself. And Allen slides to a stop there with enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now run by Cook. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
Right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. This is Cook on the handoff. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Davis gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now. They pick up 9 on that previous play.
You want to nerd out at the end of the year with me, Kate? We'll go back and look at the amount of time per completion in the league. The best of them are around 2.2 seconds. The guys that hold on to the longest, they're somewhere around 2.6 seconds. You give your quarterback that kind of eternity to throw, he'll find a completion.
And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw for Allen. He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Textbook pitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time, so they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance.
Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Pretty important PA here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Bad weather doesn't affect that point. It's good. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. Things going well so far. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Dolphins trail by a field goal. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Back to throw. Completes this one to Hill. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. What a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He'll look to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it's 2nd and long.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass, and the receiver, do your job.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Desperation time here on 4th. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And give to Gordon, running left. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. Making some progress here. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Ball at the 33 for first down. Setting up to pass. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here he is to throw. Dumps this off to Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up.
As an offense, you never want to play this game in a state of desperation. That's what so much of that felt like. Forcing you to go for it, forcing you to pass. I think forcing the quarterback to get rid of it and take a chance, that was just less than ideal all the way around.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They'll start the drive with Achan. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Chain again. And that should clinch the win for the Dolphins. That's enough for a first down. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.